here he is, the big boy. First time picking up the camera in 2022. So first of all, happy new year. It's fucking raining, which is no surprise in this country, and my camera's fucking dirty. What a fantastic start to the video. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Took a little bit of time off in the Christmas to New Year bit, just to, you know, refresh myself, give myself a little bit more motivation coming back to it, fresh ideas. Obviously it's a big year for me this year, 2022. I will be stepping back on stage, so there are so many things to look forward to on this channel, and for me I just needed that downtime just to prepare myself for what's coming. Plenty of videos, vlogging every 2 days, 1 to 2 podcasts a week. Obviously I'm going to get myself a videographer when my prep starts to kind of help with the workload and filming. So there's going to be so many things going on. I'm moving up north, that's still on the pipeline. Really excited. Follow the journey, follow what I'm going to be doing, because it's going to be fucking good and I'm not going to disappoint. So yeah, let's get this video started. The Georgie boy's back, 2022. I'm looking pale as fuck, boy, pale as fuck, and we're gonna fucking smash it. Come on Georgie boy, it's your year, son, it's your fucking year. One of the most therapeutic things in my life is coming to the forest when it's raining and just listen and appreciate the rain. Like, oh, I love it. I love it. Like when I go to sleep at night, I listen to like 10 hours of rain hitting a car window. Oh, that shit sends me to sleep straight away. I absolutely love like waves, the beach, you know, laying on the beach, listen to waves. Unreal. Thunder, lightning, love all of it. Look at him trying to chase the fucking seagull. You got no hope at all, Diesel. Alright, mate. Let me bring this over here then. I was just going to say, what do you think about these sliders, yeah? Got them for Christmas. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter, because I'm wearing them, not you. People are like, oh shit, okay. You're not wearing them, mate. I'm wearing them, right? Hate when people like that. Oh, that looks terrible. It's got nothing to do with you, mate. Anyway, got my parents, or the family, this for Christmas. It's basically, I got it off Amazon. It's basically like a massage thing. So you put it round here like that, and then what you do, oh, fucked it. Basically what you do, you have it like that, and then basically the more you pull down on these bits here, the more it gives you a massage. So it gives you a massage around your neck and that. When I tell you it's actually pretty good, I thought this is going to be shit. It's just going to be one of those presents which I buy and nobody's going to use. But honestly, I sit here and I use this, and I'm like, this is actually pen. This is what it's called, by the way. It's called, there we go. Go on Amazon, buy one of those, thank me later. So, fuck all that. I went to my first rave on New Year's Eve. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. George Osborne 12, because I posted a shit ton of it on there. Obviously, I don't really want to talk too much about it itself, you know, because realistically, like, you know, I have to be somewhat professional in here, and I can't condone a lot of the stuff that people do at these sort of events. But when I tell you I had the best time of my life, I fucking loved it. So my first ever rave, I've never been to a drum and bass rave before. I've never been to a rave before. It was one hell of an experience. I got invited a few weeks ago by some of my friends and my online friends, if you want to call it that. And I thought, I was a little bit 50-50. I was like, oh, you know, big crowds. I don't do big crowds. I don't like people. I even said, I think in this video, like, I don't like being around people, I like my own space. But I thought, you know what, George, just live a little bit, because you're prepping this year and you're not going to be able to do these sort of things for the rest of the year. So why not just go out and enjoy yourself? I went fucking all out. I went all out. My jaw was on the fucking floor, gurning like a motherfucker. It was good fun. Normally drum and bass isn't my sort of music. Like, you know me, you know, you follow the channel for a while, you know I listen to quite a fair bit of drill, but drum bass is quite good, you know. I'm starting to listen to it a little bit more. I'm starting to get my head in the game, so I might give it a little go this week when I do train and listen to a bit of drum and bass, a little bit. I was doing this, I was fucking going and come on, you fucking boys. Good fun. We went to Drum Shed in Tottenham, I think it is, and it's like some fucking, you've never been there before, it's like some massive like warehouse sort of unit things. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 of them. They've got hospitality, they've got like a main event bit, and I walked in there, I was like, fucking hell, there's so many people here, like 10,000 people, like I'm definitely gonna get COVID, fuck me. Got there about 10, you know, just fucking sober. Got there sober, come on, just dancing away. I'm thinking, I'm not sure about this because I'm sober in it, and I'm just like, it's not going to be good. But then when you start having a little bit of fun, if you get what I mean, and look, I'm not going to sit here and disclose all this and all that, what I've done. Like, just literally use your brain. I've put clips up on the on Instagram. I put clips on here. Like, just use your brain. Just, you know what's going on, okay? You know what's happening. You know the Georgie boy is definitely enjoying himself. That was Friday. Today is Tuesday, and I'm still feeling it. I must admit, I'm still recovering from it. The only issue I had, and I totally forgot about this, is when you go to raves, bring fucking chewing gum. Now, I did actually bring chewing gum, but somehow I lost it. Throughout the 7 hours that I was out in total, so I got there about 10, and I didn't leave till about 4:30, something like that. I had 2 pieces of chewing gum. And I woke up the next following day, and my gums... I've been chewing my fucking gums like nobody business, to the point where I've got like indents and marks in my gums from where my jaw's just been fucking swinging left, right and centre. I also, as well, I've been licking the roof of my mouth, and I woke up the next day and I had the nastiest pain ever on the roof of my mouth, and I looked, and it's like some friction burn from where I've just been constantly licking the roof of my mouth because I've been dehydrated, and it's caused me terrible fucking pain. When I tell you, eating the past like 3 or 4 days has been fucking painful, like to the point where I'm debating whether I want to eat food because the pain is so bad. I fucking enjoyed myself, don't get me wrong, but I'm suffering 4 or 5 days afterwards. I think it's going to probably take me a good fucking week to recover from that shit. 2 things I need to remember is make sure I have chewing gum. Don't fucking chew my jaw instead. And make sure I'm more hydrated than what I was previously, because fuck me, I was off my nut. I don't usually do that sort of thing, by the way. It's not really who I am as a person, but I've done it before when I was at university and I had great fun with it. And it's, you know, it's just an opportunity for me to forget. I literally, that night, I forgot about absolutely everything in my life. Man even took his top off as well. Like, you always see me wearing jumpers when I train, when I go out. You don't never see me in a t-shirt, you never see me in a vest. Man had his top off. Main reason because it was so fucking hot in there. Like, I was dripping. My hands had like bubbles on them from where I was sweating so much. So I was like, fuck this, take the top off. And surprisingly, like, I'm always, especially where I am right now, deep into my off season, I normally get a little bit nervous about showing my physique because it's never like a true representation of what I look like. Because obviously body fat's like an illusion. Like, when you are fatter, you look smaller, and when you're leaner, you look bigger. Like, when I was on my contest prep, you know, put photos side by side, I looked bigger when I was 140 pounds. Now I'm 180 pounds, you know, I look fucking half the size of 140 pounds. So it's all about illusion. So I was a little bit apprehensive. But surprisingly enough, you know, I had a fair few amount of people give me compliments about my physique and, oh, you lift, lad, that sort of stuff. Can I get a photo, front double bicep and shit? And I was like, oh, why not, you know? And that kind of made me feel a little bit better because I do look at my physique sometimes and go, fucking really? Is that what I look like? When I say I'm going to another event before my prep starts, I'm fucking going to another event and I'm going to enjoy myself again because that was really, really good fun. It wasn't fun going to bed at 6 a.m. in the morning and then waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning and not being able to sleep for the fucking day, and then having to travel back from London and being on my feet all day. It's just like, fucking hell, doing like 30,000 steps is ridiculous. But other than that, I very much enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed it. And if any of you subscribers are wanting to come to any sort of event and want to join me, then you're more than welcome to. I will announce on Instagram or maybe my YouTube channel where I will be going. However, I'm staying sober. We ain't doing no drugs or anything like that. We don't do drugs here. We just stay completely sober. Anyway, that sums up that. I had a good time. I didn't think I'd like raving. I didn't think I would be a raver, but in all honesty, I'm a fan. I think it's quite good. I think I enjoy it, you know. I enjoy especially drum and bass, like that sort of stuff. I can't really sit here like chilling now and just go, oh, I listen to a bit of drum and bass. But when I'm fucking pinging and dropped a few bombs, I'm a little bit like, okay, cool, I'm ready to fucking boogie. I'm ready to dance. Just boop, 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 boop. Yeah, good times, man. Good times. I don't know how much I'm going to edit this because obviously I've spoken about a few things that I probably shouldn't speak about. We're over at Le Coach training push. I actually haven't trained push here since I've came over. I've trained pull, I've trained legs. Anyway, they have some of the Nautilus pieces of kit here. So they have the Nautilus incline press, the Nautilus flat press as well. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a load of cuff stuff. I'm going to be doing maybe the dip machine. They've got the Cybex dip machine here, which I've never used before. So I'm just going to pretty much freestyle it, but I'm going to try and keep to what I usually would do in terms of this session. So this session is actually a shoulder focused push session.
session, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more focus on the shoulders. But other than that, same rules apply. Intensity is still going to be there. I'm hoping it's not going to be busy because it's not the biggest gym in the world. If not, I'm going to fucking kick off, boy, because I've come to realise in life I don't like crowds. I don't like being involved with, like, if there's like 50 people in there, I'll probably walk out because I just can't deal with people. I don't like people talking. It's strange. I just don't. I like my own space. I don't like. That's why I want to get myself my own little unit one day, so I can have the whole place to my fucking self. I don't need to worry about this and I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, fuck all that. I am waffling. I am just gonna polish off Redcon's one. I had Will sent me a sample of Redcon one. I think sour gummy bear. So one scoop of Total War, 1 serving of Total War, and I've also got half a scoop of the Naughty Boy Strongbow non-stim in there as well. So that should give me a good nasty pump today. Gotta really focus on getting warm, especially this time of year. You know, it's fucking freezing, so just get a load of blood flow in the delts, in the arms, in the chest, just pretty much everywhere in the upper body, and then we're gonna get cracking. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the gym. It's raining. I quite like listening to the rain, but this is not the time. If it's still raining post-workout, I'll happily sit eat my post-workout and listen to this beautiful rain that I can hear. But right now, we're off the train. Fucking push. Come on, Georgie boy. That is in the fucking game, son. Come on, you got this. Fucking press some decent weight today, yeah? None of the shit that you've been doing before. Sick of being a child. Fucking sick of it. Sort the strength out. It's there. You want to win next year? Come on, you little fucking... That's me psyching myself up. Anyway, let's do this. We're back, and we're back with another voiceover, the first voiceover actually in 2022. So I hope you're all well. I hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. I'm wishing everyone that's watching me right now a successful, healthy, happy 2022. It's going to be, like I said earlier, exciting year for the Georgie boy. So let me know kind of what style of videos you want to see throughout my prep. Obviously the voiceovers, whether you want it to keep it raw, whether you want me to explain things in the actual session itself whilst I'm doing it, or whether you prefer like a voiceover like this where I'm obviously editing it and watching it back and talking through what I'm doing. I would love to know your thoughts, and I'd love to know what you'd want to see this year from myself. Anyway, so this was my push rotation 2, which is my delt focus session. Starting off with cuff lateral raises, that's a must for me. In my other rotation, I start off with just a pec fly, then an incline dumbbell press. This rotation, I do cuff laterals, then I go into my shoulder press movement. As you can see here, I'm doing some partial repetitions towards the end of my third set, or my third set of cuff laterals. What I do is I just go to failure, and then I go into like 10 partial reps, and trying to do 10 partial reps after you've gone to failure between 12 and 15 burns like a motherfucker. I don't know why. It's such a unique sort of feeling. So next time you do cuff lateral raises, add some partial repetitions in there. Try and aim for 10 reps and see how your delts feel, or your side delts feel after doing that. We then moved on to the Nautilus shoulder press, which overall I liked. You know, this was the first time actually using this piece of kit. I've never used it. The only downside to it, and you'll probably see it in the next clip, is just the elbow path. Now, I like on a shoulder press, I like to have my elbows slightly in front of me. I just think it's more of a natural way for me to press. It's more comfortable as well. With my elbows behind my body, as you saw there, it just puts a little bit more strain on my rotator cuff, and at the moment I'm trying to nurse a little niggle in my left rotator cuff at the moment, so it didn't feel too clever. And you can kind of see that with my sort of elbow path. I'm wanting to kind of bring my elbows forward slightly, but obviously with the machine you've got to work with the machine, right? So yeah, it's a nice piece of kit. You know, it's not the best shoulder piece I've ever used. I much would prefer using like a Smith machine, which allows me to bring my elbows in front of me. But you know, whilst I'm at a gym and I've never tried a piece of equipment, then by all means I'm going to trial it and see how it feels. For some reason in the UK, like Nautilus pieces of kit are very hard to get hold of. Like this flat press, you rarely ever see it. You maybe see it a handful of gyms in the country, but in America they have fucking Nautilus left, right and centre. I've got one client and it's just kitted out with all of this Nitro Nautilus stuff, and I'm thinking, wow, like I'd love to have all this shit over here. This was really, really nice. I've used this kit before, or this particular piece. Really smooth, works the pec really, really well. They do the gym shop. If you follow, who do you follow? JP. He buys a lot of the gym shop pieces which are basically what's the word I'm looking for here? You know, they've remastered it. That's not the right word, is it? But you get what I mean. They basically recreated some of these pieces. I think they do plate loaded pieces instead of the pin loaded. The only downside to this, and what I could probably think of for bigger guys, like you'll probably see Mr. Joe Brightman in the background, you know, the fucking size of him as well, like 120 plus kilos compared to 82 kilo Georgie boy. The downside to this is probably it's not heavy enough, especially for someone like Joe. I've seen him, especially on the incline press, which is to the left of this machine. He's stacked it, and then he's put like 3 20 plates on top of it with a gym pin. You know, it's fucking crazy. So the only downside to these pin loaded machines is they are quite light for bigger guys or stronger guys. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain about that. I connected actually really well with it. It's a really nice, unique piece of kit as well. I think the plate loaded version will be better, but the pin loaded version is perfect for me right now. Charlie, I appreciate Charlie letting this guy know. Look at him. I appreciate Charlie letting him know that I'm recording, so he just stands there like a fucking lemon. But this was the Cybex dip machine, which again I've never used before. I found it a little bit towards using the front delt more than my actual tricep, but the good thing about this, and this is great about LeCoach, is they actually put seat belts on most of their pieces of kit, like the leg press, the leg extension, the dip machine. They actually attach a seatbelt to it, so you can actually stay really, really locked in. So again, really what I'm trying to do here is, because I was struggling to connect with my triceps, and I noticed it was a lot of front delt, as you can see just through my jumper, a lot of front delts being activated there. What I decided to do instead was just really slow down the eccentrics, add in a pause in the length and range, as you can see here, and then obviously trying to think about driving through my triceps. I always find dip machines in particular, they're always 50-50. Either I like it or I don't like it, and I've come to the conclusion that most dip machines I don't like. I think I would prefer doing like an actual dip on a dip station or like a narrow grip dumbbell press. This Nautilus pec fly machine, I've never seen this in my life, never tried this before, and what a piece of kit it is. It's one of the best pec fly machines I've ever used. I've normally gone on machines and obviously you hold the handles, but the fact that the padding is around the sort of elbow bicep area, it just allows you to really focus on driving your elbows together, and that's the biggest and the best cue I could give anyone for trying to connect with their chest on a pec fly, is actually trying to keep them shoulders back and actually bringing them elbows together instead of thinking about bringing your hands together. So yeah, really, really nice, unique sort of piece of kit that you don't often see in gyms, and if your gym does have one of these and you don't know what it is, I would suggest fucking using it, my friend, because it's really, really good. The only thing I would change about this is maybe the colour. If you look, it's like orange and everything else in here is like black and white, so I'd maybe change that, but that's just me being a picky little girl, if that makes sense. Oh, it's not the right colour, fucking shut up. So yeah, that was good. I did 2 sets on this. Went on to the lateral raise machine. Now I don't actually know what brand this is. Obviously it looks like it's Nautilus, but the adductor machine is Nautilus, which is behind this piece of kit. The only downside to this was way too light. You know, I'm fucking stacking the machine here. Like, when does George ever stack machines? Very, very rarely. Actually, give myself credit. You know, I'm not the strongest out there, but for my body weight and my height, I would say I'm stronger than most people at this body weight. Here we go. Fucking shots fired there. You may notice, again, I'm not holding on to the handles. They've got the handles looking like a dildo in front of me. The reason behind that is, I don't know, I just don't like having my arm in that elbow flexion. I think when my arm is in elbow flexion, I'm using more traps. And it's so easy to use more traps on a lateral raise, just because it's a much bigger muscle group. Like, if you look at the size of your traps compared to your medial delt, you know, realistically your traps are always going to overpower your side delt. So me having a straighter arm allows me to target more my side delt and take away using the traps itself. So definitely give it a go if you are using a lateral raise machine. I then purchased the 1MR long rope on Christmas, and this was the first time me using it. Now, the long rope is the purpose of the long rope is obviously to gain a little bit more range of motion. You may notice on shorter ropes that you can't really get your elbows and your hands behind you. So the long rope is going to give you more range of motion, which is going to allow you to contract your triceps a little bit more. So this is no plug. I'm not affiliated with Josh at all, but I would certainly say if you are looking to purchase this long rope. It's 25 quid. Go on the 1MR site, purchase it, and honestly, it'd be a massive game changer. And the great thing is, you know, it's fucking mine. So I just leave it in my gym bag, and every gym I go to, they're like, is that yours? Is that yours? I'm like, yes, it's mine, motherfucker. Don't accuse me from robbing your gym equipment. I'm not saying Coach did, but I have had gym owners look at me going, hang on, is that your piece of kit that you're putting in my bag? Is that my piece of kit you're putting in your bag? Totally worded that wrong, but you get what I mean. So yeah, really good exercise for obviously the short-headed tricep. Then we move on to the long-headed tricep. So I always will do one for the short, one for the longer head. Again, trying to hit all aspects of the tricep. So incline bench skull crush is my favorite. The reason why I put it at an incline is just to make it a little bit harder. Obviously, being at a steeper incline, you know, you're going to be working with gravity a little bit more to an extent. And the best cue I would recommend here is just kind of keep that elbow in that fixed position. Like, you notice my elbows do not move. I'm trying to create as much elbow flexion as I can. So you notice the dumbbells is pretty much behind my head. And then what I'm trying to initially think about is just aiming for the sky whilst keeping locked in. So yeah, this one was an absolute burner, but overall was a great session. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good to be back in the gym after Christmas, having a nice little break, and we're ready to attack this year, so be on the lookout.
And that is going to conclude today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Comment down below bottle if you've watched the whole thing. Like I said to begin with, there will be plenty of content coming your way. Vlogs will be back every 2 days. Podcasts will be hopefully 1 or 2 a week. Most likely, well, definitely 1 a week. If I can push 2, then I certainly will push 2. Obviously, I've got my contest prep coming up, which I don't know the starting date officially, but that will probably start. I mean, last time I started prep was in January. Roughly, I think it was January the 19th I started, so I'm definitely not going to be starting that early this time round. Probably looking towards March time, I reckon, and aim for the later shows in the year, but that's one thing that I'm so excited to showcase you guys and show you the improvements that I've made this off season and what can be done when you really dedicate yourself to growing, into leveling up, and natural bodybuilding as well, you know, because natural bodybuilding is a lot different to what you see elsewhere, you know, with the assistants, that side of thing. Always keep it real, always keep it transparent, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So be on the lookout for plenty of content. If there's anything that you guys want to see, then don't hesitate to comment below or message me on Instagram, GeorgeOsborne12. I'm going to leave it there. I'm just waffling pure shit now. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm a London scammer. I see you, I want it, I click it. Knives and a bando, parrots whipping. Next day I started clicking.
I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No blue and waitress tipping. Bad B, come and take this thinking. Codeine, that's what I'm sipping. Money, that's what I'm missing. Look, I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No blue and waitress tipping. Bad B, come and take this thinking.